That picks up everything.
It's because this one's way better.
Well, yeah, I know that Logan Paul and everyone else uses that.
Well, you don't have to talk directly into yours like I have to talk directly into mine.
Why do you have to talk directly into yours?
Because that's how this microphone's made.
But no, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Everybody uses this mic.
Everyone does use this mic.
All right, the camera's rolling and we're recording. I'm not going to talk like this the whole time, though, because you can't even see my mouth.
Because you can't even see me.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Hi,
no,
everybody.
Yes, you can.
How are you doing out there in the world that we live in today?
Hello. How are you doing?
This is my buddy Landon over here.
I'm his son.
So, we're here today to talk about the release of my
New album.
album. My
Album.
new album.
I can't speak that.
Yeah, you want to tell him the story?
Took him a year to make this album, and he used all these artists that were making jazz songs and all the other kinds of music in like the World War II era
Yeah,
and after and before.
yeah.
And they made all of these songs, and then my dad came across to them, and now he made them all reggae
That's right.
with all his friends.
Yes.
And it took him a year to make.
So what I did is I took a collective group of music from the 1930s and the 1940s, like Landon said, and I decided to make reggae versions of it. It was based on the whole Reefer Madness propaganda era of time where they came out with Reefer Madness and they had all these propaganda videos on it and stuff. Well, the jazz artists back then, like Cab Calloway and Buster Bailey and Stuff Smith and a lot of like old school jazz guys would always write songs relating to marijuana. So what I did is took some songs, like 10, and I rearranged them and made them into reggae songs. And it took me a year to make, and I have several artists, guest artists that are on the record. My old singer Eric Patterson is on it from the band Groove Stain in Atlanta. One of my best friends, Bobby Lee from Soja, is on it. Hellman Escorcio, saxophone for Soja, he's on the record. Sean Gregory from Signal Fire, which is out of Wilmington, he's on it. Jeremy Anderson, which is in a reggae band called Treehouse out of Myrtle Beach, is on it. The core guys that did the record, McKinley Devilbiss and Jamie Lindblade, who played bass. McKinley did guitar and vocal on a handful of the songs. They're based right here in Myrtle Beach with me. I asked them, hey, you guys want to do this record? And we started recording this record over a year ago. And the good news is that it's coming out when?
June 25th, which is my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yay!
Yay! Here's a record that your dad made. Happy birthday. Because that's all he's getting for his birthday.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. We're here just having a discussion, talking about what all went into making this record and how I made this record and all that other good stuff. So behind me, through that glass, is my live room. We're sitting in the control room.
Yay!
And so I record all my drums in there, and I had some stuff recorded remotely, mainly vocals, and some other instruments like horns were done remotely. For the most part, everything was done here. So the drums and the bass and the guitars and keys and all that other good stuff was done right here. The record is going to be called Roots Reefer Madness. What I do is I use Persona Studio One is my recording software. This is my board, the 1642. I have preamp down there, which is the Focusrite Octo Pre Platinum. This is the Mod X that I did all the keys on. Yeah, so I have like a little iPad that I use as a controller. So basically what I can do is set up the session and then go into the other room and use my controller to stop and start and all that good stuff from behind the kit, which makes recording very, very easy. It's going to be available on iTunes and Spotify. If you want a copy of it, let me know. I can send you a link, because the goal of this record is to get the music out into the world and not necessarily make a profit off of it.
No.
When you love something and you want to pursue something and you have dreams and goals and aspirations to do stuff, sometimes it costs money to do that. So you have to pay a little bit of money to make some of this stuff happen.
Yeah.
It was mixed by a good friend of mine, Darian Cornish in Atlanta, DCA Audio, and Mike Kaplan at Lion and Fox, which is big reggae. A lot of reggae artists recorded Lion and Fox in DC. He did the mastering for it. Matthew Mansfield, which is another buddy of mine in Atlanta, Piper Street Sound. He did some dub remixes for me. Will and Nick from Pacifier, which Nick is the drummer and Will's the bass player, the brothers. Nick actually helped me out with the cover art. His brother Will put together some animation videos that I could post on Instagram. The Instagram plugs are Instagram at bdags, BDAGGS 79. Same thing with Facebook. Obviously, this YouTube channel is Brian Daggett, my name.
You just did this in your spare time?
Yeah.
Just to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much he loves music.
How much am I in this room?
This is your second home. Me and my mom called this his dungeon.
Even though it's not a dungeon, we're on the second floor. I got windows. I have windows. They're covered, but I mean, I have windows. There's natural light coming in. It's a very...
You make it dark.
Well, sometimes, because I'm
Most
up
of the
here at
time.
night. I'm up here at night all the time, you know. So.
Well, you put black sheet covers on all the windows out there, so all that you see is his lights. That window behind you guys is always closed. I opened it up so we had some light and
Yeah.
some
I would
natural
have left
light.
it closed. I would have left it closed. Yep. So I feel like we're rambling. Are people gonna get bored with this?
Nah.
No.
Well, maybe. Who
Maybe.
knows?
Well, it's because we're not like good YouTuber people. Like,
Oh,
I'm not a
yeah.
professional YouTuber guy where we get all up in the camera and we're like, bah! You know what I'm saying? And like, hey, check it out. We're going to do some crazy stuff. Here's a whole bunch of animation and graphics that are going on the screen. Here, go here. Ding. You know, I don't know how to do that.
Subscribe here.
Here, right here. It's right here, right underneath me. Can't you see it? Ding. I don't know how to do that stuff.
Like, we don't know how. We just make music videos, have fun, and listen to music.
Landon's a big YouTuber guy, though. He's got like hundreds of subscriptions. It's crazy. I don't know how he doesn't even subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Really? I've always been subscribed. I was his second subscriber
Ever.
ever. And now look, you're at 300.
Oh yeah, 300. I'm making it. I'm making it. You see, dreams do come true.
You're over 300.
Yep, I am.
You're like.
But it's a good thing that I do this
376.
in my spare time. I don't have to rely on this channel to make my living because
No.
it's just kind of a fun extra thing that I can do in my spare time that's music related. Landon wants a pool.
I want a pool, but that costs $25,000 and we don't got the money for that.
No, we don't. Yeah, unfortunately, my buddy Eric is in the hospital at the moment. He's having some complications. It's not COVID, luckily, thank God, but it's some infection that he's having a problem dealing with. So our thoughts and prayers go out to our old pal E-Rock. There's a PayPal link if you guys want to donate. Whoever watches this video,
Yeah. Please
I'll
donate.
put it in the description. But there's a PayPal link to his wife. Speaking of making records for fun,
He made a second record 15 years ago, and that is called Duct Tape the Butt Cheek.
okay, I wasn't gonna talk about that, but you brought it up. But what I was actually gonna say is that Roots Reefer Madness Volume 1 is coming out. There's another Volume 2 that I'm in the process of working on that's going to come out April 20th, 2021. Me and Eric created a alter ego rap group called Duct Tape the Butt Cheek Freaks, and it's DUKT. Since duct tape apparently is trademarked, you can't say duct tape.
Duct
But
tape.
DUKT, and it's on iTunes. And again, we just released it because It's stuff that we did that is like fun, creative music making, and why not put it out there to the world to hear? So
Yeah.
he's not supposed to be listening to
I'm
it
gonna
because
listen
it's
to it soon.
extremely inappropriate.
It's
So,
adult mature.
it is adult mature, and he's not an adult, nor is he mature.
I'm mature.
Yeah. So now's a good time in the video to say, hey, do you know the music that you've been hearing in the background? That's the record that we made. Well, I think we've said enough. I think we've talked about it. I think we talked about what we wanted to talk about, and I think it's time for us to
Sign off.
sign off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say? You're a kid. You're into YouTube stuff. So like, what do all your YouTubers say when they're getting ready to leave a video?
They say sign off for now. See you next time.
Sign off for now. See you next time. Like that, right? Yeah, like right up in the camera.
Yeah, they go like this.
Yeah. All right.
And then they just put their intro.
Okay. All right.
They sign off.
This has been YouTube. This has been YouTubing 101 with your host Landon Daggett.
YouTubing 101.
With your host Landon Daggett.
I'm not a host.
Oh, Roots Reefer Madness, June 25th, available on all streaming platforms. Spotify, it's going to be on Apple Music. You can go download it at iTunes. Also, if you want a free copy, just shoot me a comment.
Free?
And I haven't figured out how I'm going to do the free copy yet. This has been Brian Daggett, and
We will see you.
this has been Brian Daggett, and
We will see you.
this has been Brian Daggett, and
Landon Daggett.
all right, and we will see
See you next time.
next time.